right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, March 3rd, 2024, and what a week it was. Of course, you guys know that this channel's bread and butter is G.I. Joe. Thus the game playing over there in tribute to all the wonderful releases we had this week, and we're going to get to that shortly. As always, we start off with all the deals, steals, and pickups that we got this week. And boy, what a week it was for that too. Interesting part is that I'm finding myself picking up way more deals and trades now than I am just buying stuff straight retail. There's nothing wrong with straight retail. I still do it, but gosh, a lot of the stuff that I'm buying doubles of now is mostly just finding stuff at Ross, doing some trades, working with other collectors. It's absolutely amazing. Like I've always said, if you guys have been following me since I started the channel, build up that collector network, do some trades with people you trust, and that way you can have a network and, they can help you out. Again, if you're doing this hobby and it's causing you stress and you're not smiling, you're doing it wrong. This is supposed to be about having fun, putting a smile on your face and getting away from the world for a little bit. And just having some fun. Just open your imagination up, doing some customs, doing some collecting, some dioramas. The world is tough enough as it is. Anyways, I just got back from watching Dune. What a great movie. Loved it. Anyways, let's get down to business. Let's get down to what I picked up this week. And again, if I've entertained you, if I've amused you, if I've informed you, don't forget to throw me a like and a subscribe maybe. Those are always, kind of affirmation that you guys enjoy what we're doing here, and again, just having fun. All right, guys, let's start off with the deals because that's the most exciting part to me. First thing we're going to start off with, and you guys saw, I picked these up early last week. I think it was Tuesday, when I picked these up. Shocked is all I can say when I found these. Boom, I found 3 of these, picked them up. Luka from the Dallas Mavs. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking. If you go back and look through my videos, I clearly state to Hasbro when they first announced these, don't do it. This community is not interested in these kind of figures. Now, am I glad I found these? Yes, this is great custom fodder for $7.99. They used to cost like $45, $50 for these things. They're very articulated, great figures, lots of little accessories, a stand. But they were going after the wrong demographic. So I don't know what focus group they used, but I was glad to pick up the Dallas Mavs. He's here in the area. You guys saw it. It was like 50 of those things there. $7.99. Oh man, what a great pickup. That is a steal. Anyways, the next thing we found early on in the week, we found the entire line of Apex Legends. Now, I actually put one of them back and I picked up a couple of... Okay, so here's what I did. We picked up this little gal here because she's got, I like the weapon she's got there. I like that little drone she's got there. We could use that. $2.99. And that her face sculpt is great. I might be using that on something else. Anyways, I'm going to open this up. I don't think I've ever opened up one of these lines. I don't know about the articulation on it. She could even make a great mechanic too. Anyways, love it. Great pickup there. It's $3. Gosh, I've seen people spend more on bubble gum. I don't know. The other 2 things I got were, I got 2 caustics. I put down the other one. I got 2 caustics because I love the weapon that he comes with, and I just need to paint him up a little bit. He just looks like a really great, like, Dr. Mindbender type helper, right? He's the guy Dr. Mindbender sends in if you don't want to do one of these dangerous, caustic, toxic situations. So anyways, I think he's too bright. I think I need to make him darker to fit in with the Joe scheme. Anyways, pick those up. $3 each. $3 each. Fantastic. The other thing I picked up at Ollie's, because I am going to 100% use her for fodder. That weapon, those knives, that belt, that face, we're just gonna part her out. And for $4.99, no brainer. I might pick up some more of those. I love, a couple of you guys had said you could use, I would like to see like a Baroness training team, or maybe like a Baroness corps full of these, you know, these beautiful, mysterious type of deadly type women assassins. I agree. I think that's a great idea. What else did we find? Oh, early on, again, $8.99 for the Invisible Man. I'm collecting this whole line. I like, as I said, I like the Erlenmeyer flask, or whatever that thing's called. I'm digging this whole line. $8, picked it up. Well, $9 really. Anyways, moving on. I had intimated earlier, or I had said earlier, that I really, really wanted some more of the original bats. I know I've picked up a few. The only two bats that I really, really like are the Arctic bats and the original bats. I really like those. And I'll be picking up, I actually ordered a few more of the Arctic bats on Big Bad, hoping that they come through. I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, I got one regular bat and one Sergeant Slaughter, because Sergeant Slaughter is a very, very customizable figure, and he comes with a bunch of hands. So on a trade, I got a Sergeant Slaughter and a bat. So I bolstered my army there. And then I found, gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of the place online that I found this at. I forget. Maybe I'll put it in the bottom when I figure it out. But I picked these two up for $18 each. And that's, you know, these are going for a lot more. I think they're going for nearly $30 with shipping on eBay. So when I saw these were like $16, done, picked them up. I think I'm good now with all the bats. Even if I don't find the bats at Ross, which it doesn't look like I'm going to find the bats at Ross right now. It's okay. It's okay. I don't think I need any more bats, but if I find them, I might pick up a couple more. But I'm not, you know, what is it, jonesing for another set of bats. I'm good with I now have, I think I have about 8 bats. And that's all I need to make a little pile of dead bats, or maybe an army attack of bats coming at Joe's. Again, my first love was with those regular bats. Just enjoy them. All right. Now let's get into when I went down to Walmart. I never found these at Ross. I know you guys found them, but I found some shipwrecks. I found 3 shipwrecks at Walmart. And if you guys didn't know, Walmart has them on sale for $14, all the way down from, what is it, $25, where they usually have them at. These are great little figures for customizing, in my opinion. Poly and these other things that come with it, meh, they're all right. But I really, really dig. You can use the bottom part of it. You can switch out the head for something. It's just a lot of customizing that can happen there. So I'm very excited to have picked that up. And then I paid $29, one of my favorite baddies. And I don't know, I really like this uniform. And I don't know, I'm not sure why. I just like the layout of it. Pick this up, they have it on sale. So there's a few reasons why. You get an entire set here, figure, weapon system, drone, awesome little, you know, explosions and you know, missile trails there. And a great figure. This is a great figure. And the head sculpt is fantastic. So, I mean, it's $29 if you find it at Walmart now. That's a great deal. That's a great deal for a great set. Originally $45 to $50. Well, clean them out. Let's clean those guys out. The last deal that I found was I found MJ. Just got done seeing the Desert Spring of Dune, you know, at the movies. MJ, Zendaya. I'm going to definitely be using her head sculpt. She's got some great hands there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But for $12, you know, people pay more for that head sculpt. People pay about the same for an unpainted head sculpt. So I was like, I'm going to pick it up. Plus, if you switch out her head and maybe put another head on here, another head sculpt, she could just be a regular civilian running around in your background. And usually we just get male civilians. It's really hard to find female civilians in the background. So always good to have a female civilian in the background. Fantastic. All right. Now we're getting down to the retail portion of what we picked up. Regular price, I bit the bullet on this one because, again, I love customizing Joes. I love G.I. Joes the way they come, but when it comes to customizing, that is also, one of the favorite things that I like to do. And this guy right here, excellent trooper for customizing. I thought I would be able, because initially these things were peg warming, but I don't know how many of you heard me. But as soon as that video came out where I told you guys this is a great figure for customizing, I started to see them start to disappear. But maybe other people started to pick up on it as well. Maybe it just wasn't me. Maybe it was the fact that other people, other great customizers that are on YouTube were like, hey, this is a great figure. I'm gonna go get some more. You guys heard about it, picked them up. Fantastic. I went ahead and bit the bullet, just bought one full price because I want at least 3 on hand to customize, and that's 3. So we're good there. All right, next figure picked up full price retail was Iron Spider. This one has the gold inlays. He doesn't have any Waldos. He doesn't have a head sculpt, but I want to see how he articulates, and we'll see. We'll go from there. See what happens with that one. The other thing that I picked up, you guys saw me find it at that one Target where we went bananas and picked up a whole bunch of stuff, was the Justice League Batman. I believe this is supposed to be, who is it? Dunkin' Donuts boy. What's his name? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. So anyways, yeah, it's supposed to be Ben Affleck. So I dig the figure. I want to bust it out and see what we could do with it. I don't like that gold on there. But anyways, it's probably true to the story, but I don't like it. I think it's stupid looking, but whatever. Anyways, finally, Mezco got off its fat blank and sent me this thing that I'd been waiting on for, I would say, a couple of years now, I think. I mean, it really ticked me off some kind of way that everybody's, and I know why they did it. It kind of ticked me off, or I felt some kind of way about it when Mezco started fulfilling orders for the big boys, right? So we started seeing people that had ordered it from Big Bad, Entertainment Earth, all these other places start getting their figs first. And then Mezco got around to shipping to the people that, ordered directly from them. And I finally got my Snake Eyes. Well, what that tells me is that I was thinking, I think Mad Hatter talked about this a little bit, right? I'm thinking that Mezco would make some kind of effort to say, hey guys, thanks for buying directly from us. Let's get your orders out first and let's get going. But, realistically, my business brain understands that if they've got this big bulk order, these big bulks of orders coming into their warehouse and they have a limited amount of space, Mezco, I mean, it's a no-brainer. They take these huge 600-700, sets of figures and then they ship them over to Big Bad or, direct them over there first instead of them sitting at their warehouse, right? And in addition to that, these are big orders to satisfy big clients. So they, here I am with my $100, figure, and their Big Bad is sitting over there getting mad at them because they spent maybe, $80,000 on some of this stuff. Who are you going to please first? Yeah, the little guy loses on this one, and that's you and me, unless you ordered from Big Bad. So what does that teach us? Is that Mezco, if you order from Mezco, the lesson is be prepared to wait. If you order from Big Bad, Entertainment Earth, or any of those other places, you're probably going to get your order first because Mezco wants to make them happy and thus their customers happy. The problem with that is, again, I think Mezco makes more money with us buying directly from them versus you buying from the bigger guys because they give those bigger guys a bigger discount because they buy that, big chunk of stuff. Anyways, that's just to say, Mezco, be careful about what you're teaching us, because what you're telling us and what you're training us to do is not buy from you directly. Instead, go over to the bigger guys and buy the product at a profit for them and at a bigger loss for you, Mezco. Think about what you're doing. Don't continue to train us to do it that way. And I know I know if you order from Mezco at some point or another, you're going to get it. But at the same time, I think you're making a mistake, Mezco. As the Four Horsemen have started to do, as Valaverse has started to do, whenever you order from them, they make a bigger percentage of the profit. So they offer an incentive to buy from them. Duh. Mezco, be careful about what you're doing. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get into the news. Wow. What awesomeness. I mean, you know, give props where props is due. And Hasbro came in swinging with some great reveals. If I were Hasbro again, I'd concentrate a lot more on some of these lines that are doing, you know, that they can't mess up on. And it looks like they're doing some really great work. Hasbro, do not touch the Hasbro team or the G.I. Joe team right now. It looks like they're doing a pretty great job. There's some questionable picks in here, but we'll go through it all regardless. We'll go through everything on here and we'll see what happens. Also, if I missed anything from the news, again, it's just the stuff that matter to me. I don't cover everything. I usually don't do 3 3/4 scale. I don't do hot toys unless they're super awesome and they matter to me. But you know, if there happens to be something that you guys feel I should cover or that you saw that looked really great, don't forget to leave it in the comments and you know, we'll take a gander at it. We'll take a look at it. You know what? Even before we get to that, I want to start you off with a bit of a ridiculousness that happened to me today. I was at my local GameStop. Now, what I just bought isn't part of the haul. I left it downstairs. But I happened to see they had a rock and roll there. And I'm one rock and roll short from completing this other set that I want to get to. It's kind of a little bit custom set. And I saw that the rock and roll figure was a little bit messed with. And I was like, or the box, you know, the bottom of the tape. Again, us being all paranoids and Hasbro being super ridiculous and stupid about making it a blind box pull, basically. I told the GameStop guy, hey, here's what we can do. I'll buy the figure. Because first I said, can we open the figure? And then the guy said, no, you can't open the figure because if you open it, then you bought it. You're not allowed to open the figure. And I said, well, I'm kind of confused. You know, I'm kind of concerned as to what's in it because the tape looks tampered with. And, you know, in his infinite wisdom, he said, oh, that's from the factory. It's fine. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take your word for it. I would like to open it and I'll buy it. Or you know what? I'll tell you what. I could tell he was already getting a little bit concerned about it. I said, look, I will buy it first and I'll open it right here in front of you. And if it's the wrong thing, then you could just refund my money. The guy said, no, I can't do that either. I said, hold on. Are you telling me that if I buy the figure, I open it in front of you and it's the wrong figure, that you will not refund me my money? And he's like, yeah, that's our policy. And I was like, well, that's almost, you know, tantamount to stealing or a bait and switch. Then there was another guy that was standing there next to him. I said, you know what, just rather than starting to get into a fight with him or back and forth, after he said that he didn't even care if it was the wrong figure after I buy it, he wasn't going to take it back. I said, you know what, just cancel the entire transaction then. I'm not willing to take a chance on it. It's fine. I'll pick up this rock and roll later or online or something else. Well, the other guy comes out and he says, just open the thing. If it's wrong, I'll take the blame for it. And he's like, all right, you're taking the blame for this. I don't know how awful GameStop treats its employees that they don't empower them to do a common sense thing. I mean, to me, it seems common sense to, if a customer pays for a specific thing, this figure, and then he opens it up and it's a salt shaker, refund him his money, refund that person's money. What a ridiculous notion that you can't do that. It's stupidity to the 10th level. It's asinine. And so the other guy, I wasn't going to get into a fight with the guys. I said, okay, we'll just cancel the transaction. I haven't paid for it. You guys have a good day. Okay, it just doesn't make sense to me. The other guy, came and said, hey, go ahead and open it. It'll be fine. So we opened it. It was rock and roll. It was fine. I said, look, ring me up. I'll be glad to pay for it now. Paid for it, walked out. Everything was fine. But the policy, to me, maybe it was misinterpreted by them, or maybe it wasn't. But that seems to be the most ridiculous policy I have ever heard in my life. might even be, you know, tantamount to switching bait, which here in Texas is highly illegal, like highly illegal. I'm pretty sure there's some stiff penalties around that. Anyways, moving on. That's the ridiculousness that happened to me today. Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Anyways, moving on. All right, so here's some of the figures that got released today at you know, in that live stream that we saw. Not some of them. These are not all of them. These are some of them. Again, these are the ones that we know we're getting. We got Jinx. We got Doc. We got Nagahide. We got Torch. And we got the Creeper, Night Creeper, I think is who he is. I love all four of these. There's four. There's one that I'm not super keen on, and that's the Night Creeper. I'm gonna buy one because I want a complete set, but I won't be buying, you know, any more of that one than I need. All of the other ones, I absolutely, you know, I'll definitely be buying a couple of those. I know some people had a little bit of a weird feeling about Nagahide. I don't care. I dig it, man. I need more wildlife in my dioramas. Keep giving me wildlife. Keep giving me cool figures that I can, you know, customize. Nagahide looks like a great customizable figure. So I dig it. Jinx, I've been waiting for her forever. Anyways, let's get down to it. Let's look at the first figure. Doc. Always need a medic. Always need a medic with your infantry team or whatever you're going into battle. I will tell you from experience that everybody protects the Doc, because if the Doc's not around and he gets hurt, everybody suffers. The Doc is responsible for the entire team to render immediate and critical aid. So I'll tell you what, I love medics. So Doc, absolutely critical to an infantry team or to a strike team or to a special forces team. You gotta have a Doc. You guard that man with your life so that he can save yours. So anyways, really looking forward to this figure. Looks great, fantastic. I love the redesign. Awesome. Next figure, Nagahide. Hakuna Matata, baby. Look at, you know, the warthog, the monkey. He comes with a bunch of, you know, bow and arrows. There's nothing not to like here. I dig it. I love it. Jinx. Oh my gosh. When Jinx came out, for some reason, I remember her being really hard to find when she was out in 3 3/4 scale back in the 80s. I think it was the 80s when she was released. Anyways, to me, she was always a harder figure to find. I think I found a couple of them in the wild, but now here she is. Love the way she looks. Great looking figure. Lots of cool little weapons. Love it. I'm going to be picking up a couple of those. Night Creeper. Meh. Those colors, man. Come on, man. Just give me some, you know. You know what? If they'd have done it more black with highlights of purple, I think that would have looked better. And then some touches of red. But whatever, man. That's fine. I'm going to buy one of these just to have the set. That's all right. I'm not super excited about this one. Some of you are. That's fantastic. Your opinion should vary from mine. Otherwise, it'd be a boring blank world. Anyways, moving on to Torch. Love it, love it, love it. That skull at the end of his flamethrower with the fire coming out the top there, man, that's amazing. I love it. And he looks like a really great customizable figure. So many things you can be doing with this guy right here. Love it. I'll be picking up a few of these, so digging it. Now, one of the ones that I really wanted, and I saw that they were putting it out. Oh, I forgot to mention, you know, the figures that we just talked about, $25 each, except for Nagahide. I believe Nagahide is going to be $45, $44.99 or something like that, 45 bucks. Anyways, the MMS system, or the heat-seeking missile system for the, well, it's not for, but I mean, clearly it's got a hitch, and clearly the hiss has a hitch. So who won't be hitching these to their hiss? So really excited about Cobra's missile system here and the figure that it comes with. 75 bucks. I ordered 2 of them. I got to have one to stand alone to defend the Cobra base that I'm probably going to be building, and then also one that the Cobra Hiss can hitch to the trailer and move along and harass the Joes. So really excited about that. The figure, the equipment that it comes, I love it. I love everything about this particular set. Fantastic. Now, if you guys saw my video few days ago about, what vehicles to expect, I'm not going to say I called it because a lot of people had already been talking about the Ferret. We're done with the stuff that they showed, the box setup and everything. This is how it's going to look. Now we're looking at the digital renders that the Joe team put up. And the digital renders, we'll start out with the most awesome one that I thought was the Ferret. You guys saw that, I said in that video, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see the Ferret. We've already seen it in the background a few times. They've already kind of hinted at it. So here it is. We finally get an ATV for the G.I. Joe team. So I'm very excited about it. Great looking, like I told Art, I'm probably going to get 5 to 10 of these damn things. My wallet's going to scream for mercy. I'm digging it. I love the way they look. Yeah, I love this set. It's going to be fantastic. For those of you that didn't pick up an eel, now you get the retro eel. I'm not exactly sure what's different here, but the difference is minimal, I think. I think there's just, it's a minimal. I don't think there's very much difference here from the original Cobra eel that got released on Amazon. So I'm excited for you guys. I love it. This is a great little, and this probably is going to come on for you inbox collectors, this was probably going to come on the thicker cardstock too. So that's fantastic. Cobra eels, if you guys saw my review of them, I did like a long time ago of this one, months ago, on the Cobra eel. Gosh, I even still have my vintage one. So I'm digging it. I'm hoping this news episode doesn't go too long, but because I'm talking so much, because I'm really excited about what they're doing here with it. Beachhead, the original retro looking Beachhead. Wow. I had this one as a kid too. Unfortunately, I played with this one so much that it literally disintegrated in my hands. I played with Beachhead so much that it literally came apart. Everything just broke on me. Loved this character as a kid. I'm really looking forward to this style. Fantastic. Great work, Hasbro. Killing it. This one I'm not so excited about. The Snow Serpent. Meh. I mean, I think my cousin had a Snow Serpent. I wasn't super excited about it. Now, this is it was a great figure when it was released in that box set. And I think the box set, if I'm not mistaken, had actually a snowboard with it. And I don't think this one does. And I think the box set also had that missile launcher and stuff on it. I don't think this one does either. But it doesn't look bad. It looks good. I think it's a good looking figure. I'm just not super excited about it because I prefer, it doesn't have the wolf stuff either. I prefer the wolfy snowboardy one over this one. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy any of these. I'm probably going to buy a couple. One to rock, one to stock for my mint on card collection. So yeah, I dig it. Nice set there. Now, we also got some name only reveals. And I'm very excited about one of those. As a matter of fact, I still have, I think it's 100% complete. It's not in package, but it's still, I mean, this is one of the first figures that I bought with my own money. I didn't ask my mom. I was cutting grass and stuff. So, cutting yards and stuff for my neighbors, and they would, pay me. I started working at a young age, really young. But anyways, let's talk about the 2 name only figures that came out that I wasn't super excited about, but I'm still looking forward to. Number 1, you've got the Saw Viper. Here he is. Okay. Boy, these Cobra guys like purple, don't they? Purple's not a bad color. It's nice. I wish it would be more black with highlights of purple, but whatever. Okay, so here's the Saw guy. Here's the Saw Viper. Cool. Not bad. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be picking up a couple, especially I want to see what he looks like, right? I want to see what the new interpretation looks like. And then you have the Frag Viper. What? Okay. I mean, I guess you know what this is. I remember when I was a kid, Hialeah was, I happened to live in Florida for a time, and Hialeah was one of like the big, for a while there, it was this up and coming sport. I mean, everybody swore that was going to be the new football, right? New NFL was the Hialeah. And so this, I think, was part of that whole scheme to get that going, or not really scheme, but, you know, buzz. You know, let's make it Hialeah a figure. And so I guess this is their attempt at doing something like that, or taking advantage of that trend at the time. Meh, I'm not super excited about this one. Like I said, probably I need to see what it's going to look like to get excited about it. And then if it's fantastic, I may pick up more than a couple. But as it stands now, I'm not excited about it. You know, super excited. I mean, you guys can be. But this one, the one that I'm about to tell you, I literally still have it. Love this guy because, number one, he's a soldier, and more than likely he was MI. So, dial tone. Love this figure. Still have it complete, I believe. Love dial tone. Loved him. I played with him a lot. He didn't disintegrate on me, but he's well loved. And I think, like I said, I still have him in my vintage display case out there. I'm very excited about dial tone. I'll be picking up more than a few of these. Very excited about dial tone. Anyways. All right. And finally, in Joe News, I hope I covered everything. I think that was pretty exhaustive, but the nightmare that is Collector Con at Walmart. What I'm grateful about is that it's going to be the Mad Marauders. March 14th through the 15th with a sneak peek on the 7th. Mad Marauders don't do super well. I remember not being super excited about it. I mean, I'm going to pick up one of each, but if it's Sergeant Slaughter, I think we've seen some of those leaked photographs of Sergeant Slaughter and Low Light, and I think a couple other, one or two other figures. I mean, I'm definitely going to be picking one of each up, but I'm probably not going to be buying multiples of these. I'm just thankful that it's not something we super want. It better not be. Jeez. All right. Let's move on to some Marvel news. Captain America. This is where Anthony Mackie, I believe, Sam Wilson takes over for Cap after basically following the continuation. And I believe this is part of the canon in comic books as well. He's Captain America for a little while. That's not Falcon, but like a hybrid form of Falcon and Captain America. But for all intents and purposes, he takes over the mantle for a while. I don't know. I'll have to wait till I see him in person to see if I'm going to pick up this figure. I don't know. We'll see. $35. Yeah, I'll have to wait till I see it in person to pick it up. So anyways, what did come out though in previews and looks really great is the Spider-Punk from SH Figuarts, I believe. Oh my gosh, this guy looks fantastic. Look at him jumping through the air with that guitar right there. And then here he is with the head swap. That is a fantastic looking figure right there. I dig it. I dig everything about this figure. I'm definitely going to be ordering it. Spider-Punk, awesome character. The other thing that came out, now this I'm not too super excited about. I think, there's one figure in this Page Puncher 7-inch line that McFarlane's putting out that I kind of give a flip about. I do not give a flip about this. I know you guys watch it. I know you guys like these particular Page Punchers, so I'm going to cover it because it is kind of in our vein of 7-inch, 6-inch figures. But this Phantom Zone Superman, who asked for this? Get out of here. Get out of here with that. I won't be buying it, especially not going to be buying it for $29.99 in this digital figure. I got a digital figure here. Yeah, I don't care. And then you also got Val Zod here. It looks okay, but I have no real connection to this figure. To me, this feels like a deep cut. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, this isn't a deep cut. This is canon. He was in 10 episodes or 10 comic books. I follow comics. I have a comic subscription. I don't know who this is. So he's going to end up on clearance. So if I follow comics, well, to a point, and I don't know who this is, do you think children are going to have a connection to this particular character? or adults? No, I don't know what they're thinking. It looks like a good figure, but I don't have any attachment to this figure, so probably won't be picking it up. This one is cool though. This Brainiac drone looking thing kind of looks neat. I'll have to see it in person to see if I want to pick it up. I guess this is, you know, Superman finds this planet with a bunch of Brainiac drones and they come after him. Now, this figure I am excited about, and this one's probably going to be hard to find, which is this Brainiac looking, you know, Tyrannid, for you Warhammer 40k fans out there, Brainiac. Looks very cool, very nice. Probably going to be really, really difficult to stand up, but I like it. I like this figure. Yeah, I'm probably, if I see it, I'm going to pick it up. So anyways, moving on. You also have the fighting armor, Cyclops, that's coming out. I really, really, really like the fighting armor. There's a fighting armor Iron Man. They're kind of based off of that. What if you had a world where everyone had like the Iron Man type armor? I really like the fighting armor articulation and the fighting armor line, but I don't know if Cyclops needed that treatment. So I will not be picking that up. $103 if you are looking forward to picking that up. Now that's not to say if it drops down to $50 or $40, I won't pick it up, because I will, because I just enjoy the articulation and the quality of those particular figures. So moving on, Storm Collectibles put out this Ryu action figure where he's got some soft cloths. He's gray, he's kind of dirty, growing a beard. I guess this is his wandering days. $90. Or maybe you could just wait for Jada to do it for 20 or 25. Man, Storm Collectibles, you are in trouble. I don't see that. You need to dig yourself out of a hole. This price point's got to come down substantially, or you got to add a whole lot more stuff in there to make it worth my while. That is sad. It's not. I like these figures, and if it dropped down to $40-50, I might pick it up, but not at 90. Not when I've got Jada Toys doing a bunch of great stuff. So, and finally, SH Figure Arts put out an Ahsoka figure. I ordered the Mafex one already. I think I'm going to stick with that one. $87 if you're interested in it. I want to be passing on this one. I'm going to stick with the Mafex one. So, guys, that was the haul and the news for this week. So much stuff going on. So many new releases coming. So many deals at Raw. Still, I thought to this point we'd be seeing the end of it, but we still see some stuff trickling out. I think maybe Ross got wise to it. Maybe so did Ollie's in Burlington. Who knows? And, you know, I think there's good and bad here. Number one, there's good in that Hasbro can dump off some of this stock that it doesn't need. But it's bad in that they're starting to train us. This is the dangerous part. They're starting to train us to not buy it for retail and just wait for it to hit a clearance area. Now, it's dangerous for us as well. And I always tell collectors this. These are my kind of golden rules. Never collect this stuff to make a profit, because you'll lose your doggone shirt over it. Collect this stuff because you love it, be responsible about it, and be smart about it, right? But don't collect this stuff to make any money, because that ain't happening. Take care of your family and yourself first. So that's my number one rule. Number two, if you like a thing, don't think it's absolutely going to get to retail and then to a clearance or a discount store, liquidation store, and then get mad about it when it doesn't or you don't find it. Because again, there is no guarantee that this stuff is going to make it to a liquidation store. There just isn't. So if you like a thing and you really, really are, drawn to it, then go ahead and pick it up for retail. But if it's just mildly, pulling you in, then maybe wait for that one. Roll the dice on that one and wait for it to get to discount. So anyways, guys, that's what happened this week. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If I've entertained you, if I've amused you, if I've informed you, again, if you've got something that I didn't cover that you guys want to see, put it in the comments. I appreciate every single one of you. I never thought the channel would get this big. Once we get to 2,000, we'll do another big giveaway. Like I said, I think if you saw a couple of episodes back, if we get to 2,000, I'm already locked in for a vamp. So I got to find a way to get a vamp going because they're sold out, man. And I've already got mine. we'll figure something out. But anyways, you know, let's get there. Let's continue to grow the channel. Let's continue to have fun. Guys, if you're doing this hobby and you're not smiling about it, you're upset about it, you're doing it wrong. Crack open the toy, have some fun with it. Don't get frustrated about it. Work with your fellow collectors. Open up that collection network and you know, take care of each other. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today. Hope everyone has a great week. I'm looking forward to the next toy hunt like you are. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling this out.